news. The boss has fallen into enemy hands. I'm sure he'll find a way to escape. Actually, I'm more worried about his gear. He's gonna have a tough time without it. That's where you come in. I need you to sneak in through the mine's underground passage and recover all of the boss's equipment. I know you'd like to rescue him yourself, but have faith. This will be more than enough. I'll be watching you. Good luck. Gather up all the boss's equipment, and hurry! We gotta get to him ASAP. Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Fulton recovery helicopter is complete. Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Equipment is still out there. Make sure you recover it all.
Start talking.
the elevator arrives. Don't let anyone detect you. Let me worry about Mother Base. You go do your thing out there. Walker is being prepped for activation in the hangar at the bottom of the base. Get in there and destroy the AI before it's activated. Time's running short. Get over to Peace Walker's hangar now. Fulton recovery to helicopter is complete. Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Fulton recovery to helicopter is complete. Something wrong? Keep moving forward, and be careful not to get caught.
pods. I don't see any AI pods around, though.
Part of the mission. Maybe that leads underground. Enemies that coordinate their attacks are too much trouble when you're solo. Just steer clear. Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Start talking. Start talking.
What was that? I'm seeing things.
Walker can't be far. Hurry!
Enemy assault! Enemy assault! Someone's firing at us! Going to alert status!
Understood. Maintain heightened alert.
Start talking.
Is someone there? The enemy's close!
Understood. Eliminate all hostiles.
Start talking.
Come in, HQ!
This is HQ.
This is Patrol. Contact lost. Going to alert status.
Understood. The enemy should still be nearby. Find him.
Come in, HQ!
This is HQ.
This is Patrol. All clear.
Understood. Return to base.
It's too late, Big Boss.
Snake!
Pass. At last I found her. The culprit who led you here to begin with. Should have taken care of her back at the supply facility.
Snake, don't!
The mammal pod is finished. Peace Walker's activation sequence is complete.
Finished.
With the boss, you were loyal to the end. I'll grant you that. But your silence was exactly the answer I needed. 10 years ago, your mission was to kill her. And her mission was to be killed by you. She fulfilled her duty to America to the very end. Thanks to you, Snake, the final missing piece is now in place. And thus, the boss is restored to life as the mammal part. I thank you.
Restored to life. You're crazy.
I'll let you in on a little secret, Big Boss. You see, I've already selected Peace Walker's initial target. An offshore area in the Caribbean. The trade winds will scatter the fallout all over the surrounding region. Crops and fish will die, leaving plenty of free hands to help us mass produce Peace Walker. Oh, And wouldn't you know, someone's gone and built a pesky little fortress there. Now who would do that? And right in the middle of the target zone, too. Oh well, all the better to test the warhead, CEP.
You bastard!
I wonder who'll miss a ragtag band of pirates all the way out in the middle of the Caribbean. But first, we're going to prove to the White House that our baby can travel the Caribbean coast on its own. The whole world will know of Peace Walker's versatility. They'll witness the birth of a deterrent that can penetrate both communist and guerrilla-controlled territory, traverse any kind of terrain, and deliver a nuke anywhere it needs to go. Untouchable, unstoppable, the perfect deterrent.
The Cold War's days are numbered. Deterrence isn't only about America and Russia now.
You know what? You're absolutely right. While we've been wringing our hands, China, France, even India have surpassed us. There's a free-for-all nuclear arms race brewing just below the surface. The nuclear threat will only spread, which is exactly why we must deter it here and now. And the Peace Walker Project is the key. The advent of Peace Walker will bring calm to this restless world. Don't you see, Snake? We need nukes, controlled nukes, to have peace.
Lies!
Peace Walker will restore order. Order in the form of a new Cold War. But if the world is to understand the genius of our plan, we must launch.
Snake!
Stop them, Snake! Don't let him get away!
What did I do?
Self-defense system online. Self-defense system online.
Snake, the pod's outfitted with a self-defense module. Upon detecting attack, it aborts its command and enters small target suppression. Right now, Peace Walker's highest priority target is you. Here it comes!
Walker's active, and its self-defense system is targeting you, Snake. You better find a way to stop it quick!
Self-defense system online. Launching S-mines.
Cluster bomb!
Launching S-mines. S-Mines. Launching S-Mines. Leg drive motor charging. Launching S-Mines. Launching S-Mines. Launching S-Mines. Firing rocket launcher.
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly.
Firing rocket launcher. Launching S-Mines.
There it is. It's still in range.
Peace Walker's estimated top speed on level terrain is 25 miles an hour.
Come on, I bet you can do at least 30.
Paz is on board the Hind too.
I noticed that.
She's our client. We have to protect her. Snake, don't let Peace Walker get away.
The day is dawning. Go! Yeah!
Approaching the border.
See you around, big boss.
Holy, look at that. Snake, that's the border up ahead.
Hang in there.
Snake.
Kaz, Peace Walker's gone. They've got Paz, too.
Yeah, but
Why, Kaz? What would Coleman want with Paz?
Paz was with the professor, i.e. the KGB. Once Coleman discovered that, he figured out what was really going on between Paz and Galvez.
He's trying to figure out how the KGB plan to stop Peace Walker, and he thinks he can get the info from Paz.
That's crazy. Paz won't know anything.
Well, he probably doesn't buy that.
You think Galvez has already been killed? By grabbing Paz, Coleman's saying,
Stay out of this, or lose your client.
damn it! I can't believe we didn't realize what was going on before we lost contact with Paz.
Don't have time for that, Kaz.
Snake.
Paz needs our help.
Right. This isn't about money anymore. You better move. We know where they're headed.
Yeah?
You can thank Amanda.
Snake, that river you chased the Basilisco across is the Rio San Juan. The other side is our country. I had some Nicaraguan compas track it there. They're focus from the GPP faction, so we don't work together so much.
Where'd it go?
West, along the border, towards Lago Cocibolca.
There's a U.S. military supply base on the southeastern shore of the lake. Ever since that earthquake 2 years ago, America's had the entire region to itself.
That is where the Basilisco is. I'm sure of it.
Lago Cocibolca. How do I get across the border?
There's a route that we use to cross. It's just a little boat, but I can introduce you to the captain.
I appreciate it.
We will never leave Nicaragua at the mercy of someone like William Walker again.
Snake, Coldman's going to launch the nuke from that base. He's targeting MSF. Based on what Huey's told us, it'll take 2 more days to prep for launch. But it looks like there's another reason they picked that date.
What's that?
Tomorrow is day 1 of a US-Soviet summit in Vladivostok. The launch is probably connected somehow.
That's right. They're holding the SALT II talks.
You think Coldman's trying to disrupt the negotiations?
Either that, or use it as a bargaining chip.
He's still got POS, too. At any rate, we're running out of time.
I'll figure something out.
The border and entered a U.S. military supply base on the southeastern shore of Lago Colcibolca. Coleman's targeting the MSF plant. That's us. Don't let it launch that nuke. Destroy Peace Walker.
Combat.
Take the gondola west along the river. When you reach the northern bank, you are in Nicaragua. I've arranged for a guide to get you close. Snake!
Chico.
Sorry about the horse. He sure was pretty.
Life's end. Isn't it beautiful? It's almost tragic. I've been waiting, Snake, for a long time.
Boss.
There is nothing more for me to give you. All that's left for you to take is my life, by your own hand. One must die, and one must live. No victory, no defeat. The survivor will carry on the fight. The one who survives will inherit the title of boss. Kill me. Kill me now. There's only room for one boss. And one snake.
The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the US government. But then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Volgan fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolov's research facility. So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised. The authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove their innocence, they'd have to get rid of the boss. And that one of their own would have to do the job. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive. And she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way that the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given. The tainted disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe. She will go down in official history as a war criminal. That was her final mission. Snake, history will never know what she did. No one will ever learn the truth. Her story, her debriefing, will endure only in your heart. Everything she did for her country. She sacrificed her life and her honor for her native land. She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
Something's not right. Key card doesn't look too bad.
What do you think?
Gonna need some help. This is Snake. Can you hear me?
This is Miller. Loud and clear.
Got in without a hitch.
Good. There's an airfield on the other side of the building, on the northwestern shore of the lake. That's where they'll conduct the launch. There's a communications tower in front of you. I'm betting they'll control Peace Walker from there.
Cuz they're targeting Mother Base. Don't you think you should evacuate?
Nah. Everybody here believes in you, boss.
Alright, fine then. I've kind of gotten attached to the place myself. What about Amanda and her people?
They've been taken to safety. We can't involve them in this any further.
Good. They've got their own cause to fight for.
And Snake. Don't forget the bad guys have got Paz.
I won't.
We're prepping a few backup units. Don't let them launch, Snake. We're counting on you. See the communications tower to the west? Head for that, Snake. Soviet soldiers on an American base. Something's wrong here. Keep your eyes peeled, boss.
What's that? Guess not.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Is someone there? The enemy's close! Start talking. Come in, HQ!
This is HQ.
This is Patrol. Contact lost. Going to alert status.
Understood. The enemy should still be nearby. Find him. Understood. Eliminate all hostiles.
You're rising. Start talking. Start talking.
You can't move on if the enemy knows where you are. Lie low for a while and wait for them to lift the alert.
Come in, HQ!
This is HQ.
This is Patrol. Contact lost. Going to alert status.
Understood. The enemy should still be nearby. Find him. The security is tighter around the central region. Might be best to find another route. Understood. Dispatching reinforcements now. this is the end of the road. Head for the communications tower to the west.
Enemy attack! We're being shot at! Going to alert status!
Understood. Maintain heightened alert.
Wait. An intruder? I can't be imagining things.
Start talking. Start talking.
HQ, come in!
This is HQ.
Control! All clear.
Understood. Return to base.
What's going on? We're under attack! Going to alert status!
Understood. Maintain heightened alert.